Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I just wanted to give a brief overview of my budget planner that I'm going to be using for the year 2020. I've kind of been setting it up like off and on, but I just wanted to share with you all what I was going to be doing in my budget planner. It's really nothing different than I guess since the last budget video you all have seen some things have changed, but not that much. So I'll be using the Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner. This is the 8.5 by 11. I'm pretty sure this is like the floral country or something like that. This one is my first rose gold coil that I've ever had from Erin Condren. This is also in the colorful, and I customized it to say that adventure is coming. This year I want to be a little more spontaneous and have a little more fun, so that's what that's all about. So when you open it, I don't have it personalized, but that's the title page. And then you have the quotes page. This theme is the kaleidoscope theme, and I got I think I just mentioned I got the colorful in this planner. So for the year at a glance, I've seen so many other YouTubers do this, so I'm finally jumping on this method. These are the translucent dots from Erin Condren that I don't have with me so that I can show you. But I basically color coded everything. I didn't create a key for it. I was going to get around that like eventually will probably be the end of the year. But I just went ahead and color coded everything, but I remember everything. So like the green is for paydays, light blues are for PTO days that I want to take, the greenish blues are for vacation days that I want to take, pink is for my PO box renewal, light purple I believe is for blog expenses, dark purple is for holidays that I expect to have off, and the peach ones right here are just when daylight savings time starts and ends. So that's pretty much all that's going on here. I don't think I'll really update it anymore throughout the year, but maybe like if I have some more ideas, I'll keep you guys updated. So in this budget planner, I don't know if you're like an old subscriber, or even if you've just seen any of my older videos, then you know that I like to draw in my budget planner specifically. But I kind of got away from that in 2019. I started off trying to make like sticker kits, and then I kind of fell off that, and I was just trying to make a budget every month. But for this year in 2019, I completely flopped with pretty much all my planners in general, but really with my budget planner. And I found that for me, I really like when I draw in my planner. I don't know if it's just like the time investment or just, I don't know what the emotional connection is. But I've realized that when I draw in my planner and I take the time to make it nice, those are the months where I stay consistent. And I mean really consistent, like doing my weekly check-ins. I try to be more mindful of my budgeting and all that stuff. So for the year in 2020, I'm going back to my roots. I'm going back to the crazy Broadway budgets that I used to do in 2018, because those are the budgets I stay consistent with. And I really, for everything that I'm trying to do in 2020, I really need to make sure that my finances stay in order. So I'll just go ahead and briefly show you. I haven't done anything with the 12 boxes pages yet. I have a few ideas that I want to use it for, but I haven't settled on one in particular, so I'm just going to leave that alone for now. But I'm going to go ahead and show you for the month of January what I've already started out with. So yeah, I kind of went back to the things that I used to do. Now the whole setup with the new deluxe monthly planners from Erin Condren, they added in like they tweaked a few things. So I'll show you a blank month. Okay, so for February, in the 2019 planners, this used to be blank, but now they're adding like the headers at the top of each monthly notes page. And then when you flip into the month, they added this dashboard section, which is a birthday section, monthly goals section, a blank box, and a blank dot grid box, and also this dashboard page at the end. The only thing they really changed with the monthly thing is the color scheme, but they do that every year. And I, I don't think this is new. I don't think this is new for the monthly calendar view. And then they still have the 4 notes pages between each month. So that's what it looks like before I touch it. But for this page, I've decided to just use it as an art page. I don't know if I'm going to do a quote every month, but I kind of like how this works, so maybe I will do that. As for this little header section right here, this will be the one goal that I want to make sure that I complete within each month. So basically, if I don't do anything else, if I fail my entire budget, if I'm over on everything, whatever is in this header section right here, I want to make sure that's done. So that's what this page is for. And I figured that that would be the best place to put my monthly goal, where all the art is, because since I'm drawn to looking at pretty things, I will automatically see this eyesore and it'll, you know, it'll be like pressed into my brain like you need to get this done. So then you open up to the dashboard section. Now this is how I changed mine up. When I saw this dashboard section, I immediately knew that this is what I was going to use it for. Basically, what this page is what this page used to be in my older planners. So I changed the birthday box to this month, which is just events and stuff that's going on this month. This box has been changed to next month, which obviously is just a preview for what's going to happen the next month that I want to transfer over. Priorities is just things that I need to make sure get accomplished for this month. And then this is my junk box. I covered it up because I pretty much started working in my planner before I even really thought to do this video. So I don't like to disclose real numbers. I'm not that kind of YouTuber, so if you're into that, you know, you're not going to find that on this channel. I just like to show you guys, you know, I like to offer my 2 cents. Somebody out there might like it and find it helpful. So that's what all this is about. But this is my junk box, and basically what's in this box is all my credit scores, my bank balances, like my investments and my 401k, because I'm trying to get into stock trading and stuff like that. I'm trying to learn how to do that. And also my net worth. So all that goes in this box, and I just check that at the beginning of the month and then at the end of the month. Here's my sinking funds box, but I haven't set it up yet because I still don't know how I want to set it up. Sinking funds has always been such a tricky thing for me to monitor, and I like this new style that I've been seeing across YouTube where they have like a incoming section and then they have like the transaction log, which is like the outgoing section. So I'm trying to figure out, first of all, what my sinking funds are going to be, and then I'm trying to think of ways of how I want to set it up that would work out best for me. On my monthly section, I really got away from using my monthly calendar. Like, I don't really use it because all the other pages, you know, they pretty much serve the purpose that this would. But these are stickers from my shop that I'm trying to open within January. I'm hoping it'll be like sometime soon, but you know, we'll see. But I got this idea from Planner Anna, or Planning with Anna. I forget her channel name, but she basically uses like highlighters across her monthly calendar to write in her bills and everything. And then she just has a key on the side. So that's kind of what I was trying to use it for, but obviously I didn't even complete it. I don't know, I never really use my monthly pages, at least in my budget planner. So my next section is basically part of the meat of the planner. So on this page is my weekly check-in, how I usually set it up. It's just with a whole bunch of decorations, but you know, if you've watched any of my other videos, this is definitely normal. So I just have a budget section, a budget column, a spent column, and a remaining column. And I track my categories: eating out, business, grocery, personal, and unbudgeted. And I just have a row for totals. And I have 5 different sections, especially for January, since this is pretty much a 5-week month. I track expenses from the 1st to the 31st, or, just for the month. I don't do it like, say January 1st began on Wednesday, but the 30th was Monday. I don't do all that stuff. I just want to track the expenses that are only in that month, which is why I always keep 5 sections. Okay, next up is my actual monthly budget page, and I'm sorry, but I do have it covered up with sticky notes and all that stuff. That's just my preference. But for the most part, this is all it is. You're not really missing anything besides the numbers. So I have 3 different sections. I have an income section, expenses section, and a priority section. These little dots are color coded for the things down here. These are my credit cards. So I do use credit cards, and I factor them into using my budget, and this is how I do that. So I have 3, but I really only use 2 because I'm trying to phase one out. But for the most part, each credit card has a specific color, and I just give each section a color where I want to, allocate my budget for on which card. So for the most part, my primary use card is music, so that's why you see so much orange. Pink is Izzy. Izzy is like my credit card for business expenses. So a lot of my bills are auto paid on Izzy, the credit card. I don't know why I named them, but that's what all these colored dots are for. These are my bills. These are my monthly bills, and I just color in like which bill is going to be paid on which card, and if it's not colored in, then that means I pay for it in cash or with my debit card or something like that. So that's what all this is for. I just go through and I have my budgeted column, which you can see I've already written out. Then I have my actual column that I'll do at the end of the month, and then my plus or minus for the differences. And basically, for the most part, besides like all the decoration, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what you see across the board, and that's how I set it up. So for the next page, I just use it to track expenses. I love tracking my expenses, but I'm not good with tracking my expenses like every single day and after every purchase. I think that's part of the reason why I fell off of budgeting this year, because I was just trying to keep everything in chronological order. So by the time I came back around to budgeting and staying consistent, I phased that idea out. So basically, because all of my spending is on cards, whether it be like my debit card or my credit card, all of my transactions are online. So I just go into all of my accounts. When it's time to do my weekly check-in, which is normally every Sunday, so I just go into all of my accounts, write them all down specifically by account. So the first account I do is Pagoda. If there's any transactions, I do all the transactions for Pagoda. Then I do all the transactions for Izzy. Then I do all the transactions for music. Then I do all the transactions for any of my checking accounts. And that's just how I go. And then I go ahead and do my weekly check-in. It is not stressful, takes no time at all, and it's the easiest for me. So I like to keep 2 pages. For the most part, usually I only have 1 full page, but there are times when I go into 2 pages, and especially with January being, a full 5 weeks, I'm just going to use these 2 pages for expense tracking and all of that. And that's kind of how my monthly budget is set up. And then you have February, and I'm basically going to do the same thing. Alright, so that's going to be my setup for January. So I'm just going to go ahead and move into my notes pages to show you guys what that's all about. So I don't know if I'm still setting up my notes pages, but I think for the most part I'm done just for a few things. So this first page is going to be my 2020 goals. The first page of my notes pages is always my goals. I'm just going to write down some things that are more financially related. I have a Power Sheets planner, and a lot of those goals are not pertaining to financial endeavors. So even though finances are not my primary focus this year, at least with everything that I have going on, they're not my primary focus. But I do have some things that I do want to work on a little bit more as far as my finances go. Those things including things like learning more about stock trading and getting into investments, saving some more money and all that stuff. So that's what this page is going to be about. Business, finance goals too will go here. This is just one of my characters that I drew. Here you have the 7 baby steps. Obviously, I'm not Dave Ramsey. Well, I don't follow it to a T, since I use credit cards for the most part, but I do like a lot of his advice. I do watch his YouTube videos from time to time, and I like what I hear for the most part. So I just went ahead and wrote down the 7 baby steps and just did like some art around that. Here I have it's kind of like my 2020 bucket list page, but these are like 4 more dramatic things that I want to be able to do and accomplish this year, but maybe I personally feel like it's a little bit out of reach. So I just kind of want to have a page where all of that is situated so I can just flip back to it and refer to it from time to time. Maybe I achieve some of the goals subconsciously. Maybe there are things that I work towards throughout the year. That's what this page is for. And this says you should just do it. These are watercolor stickers that I will make available in my shop whenever I open that, but hopefully in January, because I have like January specific stuff I want to launch. Then these pages, this is my accounts and passwords page. So you have like the account or the website it's for, my username, and my password hint, because I never write down my full-on password. It's usually a hint that would jog my memory that I would remember. So that's what that's for. And then adventurous ideas is kind of like my bucket list page, but it's more for simple things that I can incorporate doing more of, like maybe go to the beach more often, or eat at a fancy 5-star restaurant, go to the spa or some kind of resort, go to a theme park, things like that that aren't so mentally taxing but also are enough to get me out of my my comfort zone. I have a routine of being a hermit crab, and I want to get out of that and do more spontaneous things. So that's what that page is for. And then you have the routines tracker. I saw this layout off of Pinterest, so I just kind of copied it. But this is kind of like a take on my chore list tracker that I had in my 2019 catch-all planner. It was an Erin Condren, and I used the 12 boxes to track chores for the most part. So this is kind of what that is. I just have a column for daily routines, a little sticky note for yearly routines, and a little pegboard or whatever for monthly routines, and then a little monthly habit tracker that I can fill in or color in for every month that I complete all the tasks. And then that's it. I did add 40 additional line pages, so I have all year to fill them in. I don't know what they are yet, or if I'm even done setting everything up, but for the most part that's it. And of course you get your 2 sticker sheets in the back, and these are like sticker sheets from Erin Condren that I had bought. I don't know if I'll use them this year. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know if I have a use for these anymore. In 2018, like, I used them so much in every single budget, so I got like a handful of them thinking that I would use them, and I don't know. I don't know. So for 2020, I don't know if I will go back to doing like the budgeting videos anymore, because I don't feel like they're that helpful. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. At this point in time, it's pretty much 2020, so I hope you all have a wonderful year. I hope you guys have your goals and your resolutions or whatever set in place, and I hope you achieve everything that you put your mind to, because at the end of the day, the only person really holding you back is yourself. Yeah. With all that, you guys have a wonderful day.